I didn't see you sitting across the room in my hotel room. How's everybody doing out there today? I'm here at Monster-Mania 17 Con in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. The date's March 12th. I'm here with two very, very special people. First is the greatest photographer in the galaxy, Dan.
Yes.
Without him, none of this stuff would ever be possible. And my special guest today is none other than Jay Ryan of the Sexy Armpit.
Hey everybody. Thanks for having me.
No problem.
I appreciate it.
We got
awesome.
Cheers.
Thanks. I actually, when you weren't looking, I stole a little bit of the drink out of there already, so I'm almost finished.
That's fine. We all need liquid courage. Trust me. I might be on my third. I lost count at this point. Good beer?
Very good, very good.
Is your Mountain Blue? Coors Light, it's the right beer now? No, they're not sponsoring me. I don't want to sponsor this crap. Okay, so, Jay, why don't, for those who don't know, Jay runs a Sexy Armpit. I've been following this for years. Wonderful website with our brother, state brother of the North, so I always call it, New Jersey. Established in 2004, before the Jersey Shore. Just remember that. Before the Jersey Shore. Like there was nothing. No Guidos, no t-shirts, nothing.
Yeah, nothing existed before.
Jay was there. They should thank Jay for that. But Jay, why don't you tell all of our viewers about the website?
I will. You know, the sexyarmpit.com is all about pop culture stuff. Not only about New Jersey stuff, but, you know, I throw in all kinds of different things. You know, old school wrestling, which Jeffrey was talking about earlier, and you know, anything, action figures, movies, concerts. I do a lot of concert reviews. I go to see bands all over the state, things like that. You know, anything and everything. If it has to do with Jersey, you know, I'm on it basically. So that's what the Sexy Armpit is all about. It's been around for a long time. The Sexy Armpit, people don't understand. They think I'm actually physically talking about armpits. Or like somebody says, are you an axillist, which is like someone who has like an armpit fetish, but it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with armpits themselves. It's like a satire type thing. It's like people call New Jersey the armpit of the universe. So that's why people probably are going to watch this and say, "Oh, I get it now," and they're saying the Sexy Armpit, so it's like a funny twist on words kind of thing.
Right.
You know? So that's what the Sexy Armpit is all about. It's humor based. I like to be a little twisted sometimes. So.
This is why I love interviewing people, because you always find out, especially in impromptu interviews. We just decided to do this like 2 minutes ago. One of the best things about it is I get to learn terms and things that I think I'm pretty smart, but I learned so much more. Like an axillist. First of all, I didn't know there was an armpit fetish.
Yeah, there's actually.
Secondly, it's an axillist. Like,
yeah.
Why an axle?
Some people have a thing for. Actually, the girl that I met here at Monster-Mania.
Yeah.
Name is Jess. She's from the Zombie Walk table, the Asbury Park Zombie Walk, and she was telling me that her pickup line is, well, "Do you want to see my clam?" And she raised her armpit, and she's got a clam tattooed like on her armpit. So that's her pickup line. She's like, "You want to see my armpit, my clam?" And then she raises her arm, and that's like the whole thing.
Oh my God!
So, yeah.
That is not what Jay's website is about.
No, it's not about that. No.
You know, one of the cool things that first got me to look at your site was, obviously you're from the, brother state, New Jersey. More importantly, one of the cool things I think you still do, he would have the classic WWF cards from house shows in the New Jersey area.
Right, right.
And once you start seeing some of the matchups, it brings back all kinds of childhood memories. I mean, that's awesome. If you want to talk about that.
I was going to say, it's cool that you mentioned that, because one of the reasons why I did that, it's really not to, because it gets boring to talk about what matches, like if the Junkyard Dog faced like a jobber, it's not that exciting, but to know that I still have that piece of paper that came in the program from 25 years ago is pretty amazing, because most people either just crunched it up and threw it out, or, not everybody is, as Dan puts his beard down. Not everybody is so anal that they're going to keep a piece of paper. So that was kind of why I wanted to do that. It's like an artifact from the old 80s wrestling shows, which I was obsessed with, and early 90s as well. But I like anything having to do with, like, when it was, the Meadowlands was called the Brendan Byrne Arena, and I used to go to shows with my dad, so Wrestling was always a big part of my life, but so that's the story with that column.
Yeah.
And I appreciate you bringing it up. Thank you.
Yes, those are. I mean, what you write about is cool and interesting anyway.
Thanks.
But yeah, I definitely like the wrestling cards. You also just recently talked about too, because I'm like a caffeineaholic. Like I really need to stop drinking caffeine because
I just had a Red Bull before, so I know.
it makes me a little too jittery. Was there like a Ghostbusters one or something? You said it was no fly.
Yeah, no, I did a lot of Ghostbuster stuff. There's been I have like maybe 5 to 10 different Ghostbusters things where they talk about New Jersey all the time, so that's why the Ghostbusters gets brought up all the time. But specifically, I'm not sure which one you're bringing up, but you can go to the website for that. So.
What is the website for those who don't spell it out? Like
the website is www.thesexyarmpit.com.
Easy to remember, right?
Yeah, pretty easy.
Yeah. And then recently you also did, I guess, a concurrence with the release of the Green Hornet remake. You had like a special thing for the Green Hornet.
Right,
like
yeah.
A special week or so dedicated to it.
Right, we were doing the Green Hornet stuff. I actually had a problem with Carl's Jr. because they did a tie-in with the Green Hornet, and they did Green Hornet toys. So I asked them on Twitter, I was like, I'd love to get some of these toys and, maybe review them on the site. And they said, yeah, no problem, we'll send them to you. And so they never sent them, and they never contacted me back, so I was kind of upset. But then finally, after I complained and I made a post about it, they got to me immediately.
Yeah.
I was like, wow, the internet is amazing, because they saw that and they immediately got to me and they said, we're sending you toys. Toys came. Now I got, they sent me a whole bunch of stuff, so I'm going to do a giveaway, I'm going to do the whole thing. And they redeemed themselves, but there's no Carl's Jr. on the Northeast, or actually like anywhere on our side of the country. Mm-hmm. You have to go out west. So I couldn't get these toys at all,
Right.
So that was one of the issues. But I was going to say, like, the one thing about us being here today is we are in Cherry Hill, New Jersey, but everybody calls it, Philly. And so we're so close. We're like a hop, skip, and a jump from Philly. So I could see why people say that. But it is technically, address-wise, we still are in New Jersey. So that's kind of why I cover, or why I come to these things, So also I'll be going to Chiller Theater later on in the year, in April and May or something. So.
Before it escapes me, Carl Jr. or Mr. Carl, Mr. Carl Sr., or Carl III, whoever you are, you best show mad respect to my boy Jay Ryan, the Sexy Armpit. And when he says he wants to do a promo on something, don't be sending it to him and messing up his blogathon. You best show mad respects.
Thanks.
You're welcome. I love you, Carl Jr. I'm just kidding. Never eaten it.
I never had a Carl's
Never
Jr. burger, so I don't know. But they're getting promotion now, so.
Yeah. That was my Ali G impression. It's pretty bad. I do it better, Borat and Bruno, but we'll save that for another time. Best show mad respect to my boy Jay Ryan. All right, so tell us a little bit about your background, stuff people might not know. Like we were just talking about your whole background with radio and stuff at the bar. So just tell people.
I used to do radio. I actually started a radio show with my friend when we were 15, and it was like a teenage talk show that we did on AM radio local, and we didn't have a radio station in high school. A lot of high schools just have a radio station where you could start doing that. They have TV stations now, but when we started, there wasn't anything like that. We didn't have the budget for that in our high school. So we called up radio stations all over Jersey, and one of them was WERA 1590 AM in Plainfield. They said, why don't you come in and give us a demo? So we didn't have a demo. We just thought, let's call radio stations. We were 15, like, see if we can get a radio show. So we made up a demo. We went there. We gave it to the guy. He played it. The next week he called us back. He said he loved it. He wants us to come in and do the talk show, which we called Underage, which at that time sounded really cool, So
nowadays,
yeah, now it's probably like, oh God, but it was cool, and like all the kids in school thought it was like awesome, and we had a lot of the girls that we probably wanted to date at that time on the show, So that's how our radio career got started, and then I started working for a few different stations. I produced a show at 89.5 SOU. It was called Sports Bar Radio. And then I went on to WDHA FM in Dover. It was a rock station. did all rock radio. So after that, then I went into making my own website, Sexy Armpit. And then I met Jeffrey, who I followed his exploits on Enter the Man Cave, now the Man Cave. And I kind of just got all in his man cave. It was a great time.
I paid him $10 to say that. theman-cave.com.
Yep, there you go.
Formerly known as Enter the Man Cave.
Yep.
So great. So we're at Monster-Mania. We're having a good time. We're drinking. We did stuff. Jay, why don't you show us some of the stuff you just bought?
Yeah, absolutely. I was strolling around, and I said I got to get something for the lady friend, and I went to the sourpuss table, so I got her these pink gloves, which I probably will wind up wearing them myself. So. They actually you can't tell because they have the kind of skeleton hand on them.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I got this. This is a Goonies onesie that I got for my friend Marcelo's newborn baby coming around, and
Check that out.
yeah, I thought that was pretty neat. And that's by the table that's Rainbow Alternative and Night Owl Designs.
Do you know Dan does a really good impression of the head of that? What's the family's name?
The Fratellis?
The Fratelli. Oh my God, the Fratellis.
Oh, we gotta hear it now.
Dan, what happens when I ask for ice water at the
We don't
Fratelli?
serve ice water here. We don't have any ice water.
You're awfully quiet for
For a guy who's you're awfully quiet for a guy they call Mouth.
The only thing we serve is tongue. And then this was the second part of the girlfriend's present. These socks with what I call the Motley Crue symbol, but it's the it's the pentagram. Of course, that's what I have on my mind. I got a couple other things. I went to the table that sells the bikini bloodbath movies, and I got the 3 movies for $20, which was a good deal. And that was about it. You know?
Bikini bloodbath. I should check that out later.
Yeah, you know, girls, blood, baths. You know.
The 3 B's in life we all need to follow.
Yeah.
I definitely hear that one.
What did you get?
Would you like to see what
Yeah,
I got?
I want to see what you
Wow, look, perfect segue.
What did you get?
Well, I have a lot more shopping to do, but I went like video crazy this time. First, I got something I've been wanting to see for a long time, the Evil Dead musical.
Nice.
So it also comes, let me see, I think this one was shot in Chicago Theater, which is not the New York one, but it's the same company that produced it, and Chicago's a huge, Broadway show kind of, outlet that they have, at least better than Philly. But and it also comes with a high school. There's a high school performance who actually, like a high school, actually went and did this as well. I'd be curious to kind of check that out. I've never seen it. Maybe some clips on YouTube, but I'm real excited about it.
Some of the songs on that are just, they're going to get stuck in your head, because I heard the soundtrack to it.
Yeah.
And like the one song, the Necronomicon, like you're going to be singing that for the whole night.
Oh, I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see this. That'll be my new intro. And then I also got, anybody that follows my site knows I'm like a huge Pink Floyd fan. It says Pink Floyd Co-Ed or K9 or something. I don't know what it's called, but I'm sure the rating for it's going to be awesome. I mean, it's an hour of them in San Francisco from 1970, and the coolest thing is I see a picture of David Gilmour, Roger Waters doing an acoustic set, and you'll never see that again, unfortunately. So that's gonna be something nice to document on DVD. I also got the entire series of Liquid Television. Get Dan the man with the zoom. And this is from, this was on MTV back when I was younger and in high school. It's pretty, it's cool. I've never seen it anywhere. You can't get it on VHS. So, and then my boy Dan got them Crooked Vultures from Germany, 2009. Yeah, Dan.
Dave Grohl, John Paul Jones.
And Alice in Chains, the real Alice in Chains from
90.
Seattle, 1990. So that's really good. I also met Melinda Clark,
Ah,
who I love.
absolutely. She was looking quite fine tonight.
She looked younger than me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's ridiculous. And yeah, I didn't really say much to her because I was just totally like,
I know. The thing with Melinda Clark, though, is like I was saying before, she was I'd hate to admit it, but I know her from the OC.
Yeah.
Most people know her from like, what is it? What movie? What? She was in a horror movie.
Return of the Living Dead 3.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Like my thing was, I knew her from the OC, unfortunately. So you can make fun of me all you want.
I watched the OC. I watched the OC too.
She was
So,
great on that. So
it happens, and I watch Vampire Diaries, so we're all going to be embarrassed together. True confessions from Monster-Mania. Thanks to Coors Light. It's
What
the right
happens
beer
in-
now with the Blue Mountains.
Happens in Cherry Hill, stays in Cherry Hill.
Except when this airs on YouTube. No, yeah, I knew her from that too, and I think in like Return of the Living Dead 3, I didn't think she was hot, but she's like a fine wine, man. Because the older she gets, when I saw her, asked Dan, I never get nervous around anybody.
yeah.
I was like, so now I got a nice picture with her, and something real nice because Dan took the picture. I paid her just the money because I said I just wanted to say hi, meet you, I'm a fan, and get a picture with you. That's it. She took a picture of me. I said thank you, and she goes to Dan, would you like a picture too? Dan's like, I'm kind of broke and I have a lot of money. She's like, it's fine, I'll take a picture with you. So I got a picture with them. That's nice. No one ever does that.
You know what was
Linda
nice?
Clark, you rock.
You know what was nicer
yes,
though
sir.
is that she offered to come back to the hotel with us and hang out. It was
Yeah. That'll be on part 2. She's in the closet banging trying to get no, so anything else you want to promote or anything, Jay?
Well,
I know Dan's arm's getting tired, so I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I want to thank you for offering to have me on. It was really nice, and
Cheers,
I
homeboy.
really appreciate it. I'm gonna pretend to drink this, and no, it was a great time. Thanks for having me on. I love Enter the Man Cave, themancave.com. No, theman-cave.com. And the sexyarmpit.com coming together like the mega powers exploding right here in Cherry Hill, New Jersey.
That's right. Mega Power's about to explode, and then we'd almost be like the Ultimate Maniacs, which consists of Randy Savage and the Ultimate Warrior. But I'm not gonna do my Warrior impression. I'm not that drunk yet.
Yeah, but I will say, thanks, brother.
Oh yeah! Oh my God, I remembered how to do it. Jay, you're the man. Thanks everybody for checking us out. Once again, I'd like to thank Jay Ryan, the Sexy Armpit, thesexyarmpit.com, Dan Patrizzi, the greatest photographer in the galaxy,
Thanks, Dan.
and me of theman-cave.com. Thanks a lot, guys, and that wraps it for Monster-Mania.
See ya.